Amsterdam 2 carrots are beginning to bud, and my sunflower finally popped the biggest one. Look how beautiful it is. They are my favorite flower, and this one happens to be facing where my window is, which is beautiful because I have such a nice view now of these plants. And the wildlife just absolutely loves these. I think it looks amazing here. And they're finally all sprouted. I don't think these salvias are going to survive. They were doing better in the pot, but maybe there's a slight chance. These zinnias are growing very tall and long, and they are almost ready to be planted in the soil. It's not much longer from here. And my lettuce is growing abundantly. I will have to relocate it though. The Cracker Jack mix marigolds are starting to thrive, and these marigolds barely survived. I replanted it in a new pot with different soil, and they are growing abundantly now. I love the smell. My Chantenay carrots are starting to appear. My cornichon cucumbers are coming through, and the zucchinis are starting to appear as well. Little hot cayenne peppers coming through now, and tomatoes, and peppers. These, I'm beginning to wonder if they're even going to make it, because they are full shade, and I didn't know that the sun hits this side of it. These kind of making it, but I guess they get a little bit sun, so they started to die. But these are full shade, so they're lasting. So I'm just kind of doing experiments here. And the bougainvilleas haven't really been growing. They've just been kind of sitting here. So I don't know, like I feel like maybe I should stop planting in this area, because every time I do, nothing really thrives or lasts or grows. And this totally has just been withering away and hasn't been growing new flowers. So I'm not really sure what to do with these bushes, or whether I should replant them somewhere else. I was gonna plant some white squash, but I just ran out of ideas where to start putting stuff. And it would be too much, you know. I don't want to like spend all evening or all morning watering, you know. It's just too much. Like, I never understood how someone could have 100 different plants. Like, you'd have to invest a lot of time to make that happen, or have like someone on board to help you, you know, to do that much. Or like not have a job, you know what I'm saying? Like not have anything else going on, right? But yeah, that's kind of why I want a greenhouse, because greenhouse would be a lot easier. But after the hurricane, I'm like, okay, yeah, that would get knocked the F down like easily. But yeah, that's the last of my seeds. I've been working at planting since February, so it's been already 4 months at this. I've been going, and a lot of growth has happened, but also a lot of disappointment too with different seeds. And so this is why it's my first year. You know, I did pretty great for just my first time even trying to even do stuff like this. You know, I never really even cared to or bothered to. But I love getting my fingers in the soil. It's really healthy. Apparently it helps with depression if you start gardening or planting, allegedly. It just does something, you know. It makes sense. You connect with Mother Nature. And yeah, so we just got an alert that El Nino is beginning, so that it means a wet Florida, but also very hot and dry, arid conditions for pretty much the rest of the nation. So it's going to be a hot summer. It really is. And it's already been starting. I mean, didn't they say it was like 125 degrees with the index in Puerto Rico just yesterday? Like, what the F, you know? I mean, that's, I can't imagine, unbearable. The hottest it's ever gotten here was about 112, I believe, as far as like me living here the last 5.5 years in this area specifically. But yeah, like I remember 2016, I think, was the hottest year. That was brutal when I first moved here. Brutal, awful. Yeah, I'll never forget it. But yeah, I think it's going to pretty much be the same this year, if not maybe even worse. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I'm praying and thinking about everyone on the East Coast too from those Canadian wildfires. I hope you guys are okay, staying safe inside your homes, not breathing in that air, okay? It's not healthy. But I saw that little parts or particles of it got even all the way to like Florida allegedly, and like, oh my God, they're all going all over the place, you know. It's crazy. Like Wisconsin, as far as Texas, I'm like, whoa, you know, a lot of canceled flights, even flights into Tampa. I'm like, whoa, you know, it's crazy what this does just from like plumes from so many miles away, and it can affect so many lives unexpectedly. And you know, this world is changing whether we like it or not. It doesn't care if we like it or not. It's changing regardless, you know. So we just have to kind of acclimatize to it, adjust accordingly. And it sucks because, you know, like, what if you do plant all this good, beautiful vegetables and fruits in your garden, and then, you know, isn't that air unhealthy? Wouldn't you have to cover your stuff? And even then it'd be a question if it could survive, because then it would get days, maybe weeks of no sunlight. So it's getting hard to grow, but that's why I'm kind of just experimenting with flowers mostly. I'm just barely starting with veggies and stuff, and I did that because those are my June seeds. So June is pretty much the last month you can plant. After that, you gotta wait until January, February for your next cycle, because you just can't plant in, like, actually July. Mid-July would be the latest you could plant anything, and those are only specific seeds. So yeah, pretty much. I'm sure you could plant other stuff. I just don't have it on me. Like, I had like 100 different types of seeds with different herbs, flowers, and vegetables, but I did not plant even half of them because there's just so many. And certain types of seeds just need more room or different type of environment, I believe even zone, to plant in. So I think I'm zone 10, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is why I'm going to trial and error, and maybe hopefully experiment in the garden bed next year with different variety, if the seeds last until then, because I'm not sure how long they last, but they've worked. So yeah, but by far the easiest thing to grow has been the sunflowers for sure. Those were instantaneous. Like overnight, they just sprouted out. It's so easy, so effortless, and they're supposed to grow up to like 2 meters tall. And I love sunflowers. They're my favorite flower ever, and they're so beautiful and pretty and have just such a bright, abundant, positive energy. And yeah, so I even like how they face where the sun is. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, it's like they have a mind of their own. And how they dance with their leaves in the wind. It looks like they're just like little people. Like the sunflower is the head and the leaves are the like little arms. It's so cute. But anyway. Oh, and just seeing them sway in the wind makes me just so happy. And when you walk in the entrance of my home, you can actually, that's like the first thing you see out in the distance is these big bushy sunflowers. So it's a dream to just have them. It reminds me of childhood. When I was a kid, I always loved those flowers. They were always my favorite. And I appreciated how that, you know, the seeds can sprout from the flower bud, and then it's just so, they're so amazing. They're so amazing. They have such an intelligence. But anyway, enough rambling about flowers. I guess I just want to make a random vlog. I was bored. It's middle of the Thursday. Got done with the workout. Not doing much today. So yeah, I've been working on the online course. I'm about halfway done almost. Not really. It's more like halfway done almost with the filming. Then I have to put it on the website and stuff. So it's a lot of work. So I've been chipping away at it once a week and just taking my time with it. And really, it's going to be a lot longer than I thought. Like, this course is longer than I thought. I was like, oh, it's only going to be like 4 hours. LOL, yeah, right. You know, it might end up being 6 hours, seriously. But anyway, I also just released a new ASMR album, Karen at the Home Goods Store. So go check it out. You go on TonyBomboni.com, click ASMR albums, and scroll all the way down on the list. You'll find the newest one. And yeah, support me by listening to those on different platforms. I'm everywhere, guys, okay? All right, and so I will see you around next time. Thank you very much for watching.